Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over how to use gadgets in vanilla. Now I'm going to be joined with Sora today. Anyways, let's go. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do is you want to pull out your makeup pen, either by going to your watch, going to backpack, and then clicking use, or favoriting it and picking it up behind you. These are what we're going to use. The first one we're going to start off with is going to be the button. If you look up to the right side here, click wire. We have 3 pins: the red pin, the green pin, and the blue pin. When button is pressed, it will send a signal through the red pin and output true. While button is pressed, it will keep it on true until it's let go. And then when button is released, it will send a true signal really quick. So if we click this while looking at the first pin, it will flash to 1. If we hold it, it'll stay on 1, and then we let go. On the green pin, it'll turn to false, and then we let go, it'll just flash to true. The next one we're going to go over is going to be the emitter. If you click wire, you can see there's a color pin, a size pin, a speed pin, and an emit pin. If you configure it, there are different particle types. There's boost, which will have a little boost. Explosion, which will just have an explosion ball. Confetti will shoot out confetti. Fireflies, and then there's a bunch of them. You can also loop it and edit the tags for the object, and then you can also respawn the object if you want. Now, next gadget we're gonna go over is the sampler. Essentially, what you can do is you can start recording, and you can record whatever audio you want. So this is me talking, and this is how you can record the audio. So then click done. So this is me talking. You can save the audio, and it will play the audio back every time it's turned on. So it will play on the signal. We could configure this to true or 1. So this is me talking, and this is how you can record the audio. And so this is me talking, and this is how you can record the audio. And then you can turn it off, and it won't. Click wire, and you can pause on signal. You can stop it on signal. You can play back, change the playback speed, and change the volume. You can also configure it. You can make it 2D audio. You can change the audio channel from voice to sound effects to music, ambience, whatever you'd want. You can also delete the sampler data. So it'll delete what I've recorded and we can start over again. You can also make it so that it interrupts the current sound. So if another sound is being played, once you start recording it, once you play it, it'll interrupt whatever's being heard in the background. And that's pretty much it.
Now I'm going to be showing you how to use the sound effects chip. Open your Maker pen, configure, select sound effects, pick whatever sound you want. Now we're going to make it so when you press this button, the sound plays. So while you're hover over play sound, hit when button is toggled on. Now when you press the button, the sound plays. This is a trigger volume, and I'm going to be showing you how a trigger volume works. So the trigger volume detects whether objects or players interact with it. You can edit tags here, or you can filter by role. I'm going to be showing you a quick example. So if we wire the message chip when entering zone, it should play our message when players enter the zone. And then you can also do this for the dodgeball. If we configure, keep track of objects, and then filter by tag, type in dodgeball. Now when the dodgeball enters the zone, it should trigger. As you can see, it works.
Now the next gadget we're going to go over is the welcome mat. This one is pretty simple. All it does is it will spawn the player when they join the room wherever this welcome mat is. So if I threw the welcome mat over there, when I save the game, leave, and rejoin, I'll spawn right over there. Now the last gadget I'm going to go over is the invisible collision. There's not much to this. Essentially, it's just a wall that's invisible, and you can, scale it up to your map or do whatever you want with it. So if I scaled it and raised it up, drop my bigger pen, I can't walk through this invisible collision. Now, if we scale it back down a little bit, scale it down, and we go to wire, we can see we can disable it. So we can configure it, make it disabled, and if we scale it, it won't matter. We can still walk through it because it's disabled. So that's pretty much how you use it. You can also configure it, and you can change it so it can collide with players, collide with objects, and you can filter the role so only people with certain roles can or can't walk through it. You can also edit the tags, make sure it supports wall run or not support wall run. You can do all that, but that's pretty much how you use it. Hopefully this tutorial helped you out. If it did, go subscribe. Also go subscribe to Sora on YouTube. Anyways, I'll see you in the next one.